Hello, good morning everyone. Bob with Fog Harbor Fish House. We're here in the kitchen at Fog Harbor today. We're going to make one of our signature appetizers, the red chili shrimp. It's a spicy dish, great for sharing, great for dipping our fresh baked house sourdough bread in, and people just love it. Super easy. Anyone can do it at home. For dinner, you can make a pasta out of it. I'll show you a few different ideas after. Watch the whole video. At the end, we're going to be giving away one of the coveted travel shampoo kits with the 3 Concepts logos on it. Mention the code word that I'm going to give away at the end. You're the first 3 typers to type us in on the Facebook Live. We will send you out one of these, okay? All right, let's get on with making the dish. So, again, the sourdough bread is an important element to this dish for dipping in the sauce and cleaning up that little plate. You get a lot of great flavors out of it. So we like to serve a nice crispy sourdough crostini with it. So to make that, we make simple garlic butter. Take butter, fresh chopped garlic, basil, oregano, and herbs, a little salt. Mix that up and spread it on our sourdough bread, little toast. So we're just gonna make a couple of these here. We're gonna coat them up with a good amount, probably a teaspoon and a half of butter on each side here. You really only need to grill one side. So we're gonna put that, you can put it in a saute pan, you can put it on a grill if you've got your grill going. While that's going, we're gonna start getting our dish ready. We've posted online the recipe for the red chili shrimp. So you'll have the ingredient list there, you have the shopping list there, you can all make it at home. I'm going to show you the technique, and then you're on your own from there. So to make the dish, some basic ingredients: fresh chopped garlic, julienne cut onions and bell peppers, chopped basil, chopped cilantro, some chicken broth, some sambal oelek. You can find this in the Asian section of most grocery stores. Look for the Rooster Sambal Oelek, and it's the one that has the chopped, you can see like chopped peppers and the chilies in it. So it's a chunky sauce. It's got a real nice spice. It's an Indonesian condiment. And then we finish the dish off with a little butter. Other than that, it's a quick fire. So for our shrimp, when you're buying shrimp, the most important thing is to pick out something that's sustainably farm-raised or caught in the wild. So the sustainably farm-raised shrimp are challenging to find at times. Whole Foods Market does a really nice job of selling sustainable shrimp. Some of the other local markets, the Nugget, does a very nice job as well. We use a white shrimp from Indonesia that has a certification from the BAP, and it's rated by Monterey Bay Aquarium as sustainably raised shrimp. We're going to check our crostinis while I'm talking here. So you take your shrimp, you're going to peel your shrimp, devein your shrimp. I keep the tails off for this dish because it's a saucy dish and people don't want to pull the shrimp tails off while they're eating it. One of the most important things when we're doing a saute dish is to start with a hot saute pan. You don't want to put food to sear into a cold saute pan, because you're not going to get the flavors released, the caramelization of all the proteins and the products going in there. So we're going to start with a little olive oil, and once that's heated up, we're going to take our onions and peppers that we've already cut up this morning here, put it in the pan. You see how you get a nice sizzle? You want that sizzle so you get the sear on it. Let your onions and peppers saute. It brings out a lot more flavor in it. When you get that outside cooking and the caramelization on those bell peppers, it releases the sugars out of it. You get a lot more flavor. So cook your onions and peppers for probably a couple minutes. Let that go. Check our crostinis here. Give them a little flip. They're looking good. Next we're going to take our chopped garlic. Fresh garlic is important. We don't add the garlic at the beginning because we don't want it to burn. So we're going to cook our onions and peppers for a couple minutes. Saute our garlic. Get our garlic started right there, and then we're going to add our shrimp. From here on out, it's a quick dish. The dish will go pretty fast. The shrimp only need a couple minutes to cook. We give it a little coating. We saute our shrimp up, get that garlic on there. Now we're going to add our chicken broth. Once that chicken broth comes to a boil, it'll start to reduce a little bit, it'll thicken up, it'll start to tighten up. And we're going to add our sambal to it. The sambal will help create that sauce. So what we're doing is we're using the butter, the sambal, and the chicken broth to create our pan sauce. It brings out all the flavors of the garlic, the shrimp, and the peppers and onions as well. If anybody has any questions, type it in. We've got someone manning our lines. Okay, now we're going to add our sambal. Now you can make this as spicy or as mild as you like. Obviously the more you add, the spicier it's going to get. Last, we're going to add our butter. Now you want to put your butter in before your shrimp finish cooking, because once that butter's melted, our shrimp should be done cooking, and we'll pull this off. You definitely never want to overcook our shrimp. The shrimp will cook up real quick, and when they get overcooked, they're more chewy, and it tastes like chewing on a shoe. Okay, our butter's almost melted, and we finish the dish off with some fresh chopped basil and cilantro. We put that in right at the end because we want the fresh herbs. They will release their flavor right at the end. They don't need to cook like a dried herb. If we were using dried herbs, we'd put them in more at the beginning so that they would reconstitute and the flavors would become released. With fresh herbs, we're seasoning the dish up. We're going to go ahead and pour it into our little serving dish here. Then I like to garnish it with a little cilantro sprig. And then we can take a couple of our crostinis here. And there you have it. Spicy red chili shrimp. So a couple variations, fun stuff to do with this dish. Make some steamed jasmine rice, garlic scented rice, serve that in a bowl, hold it, pour this right over the top. We also do it with people that don't want shrimp. We've done it with chicken. We've done it with pasta. This becomes the sauce for a pasta. Put some fresh vegetables in there, coat your pasta in it, and you have a red chili pasta. So it's a great sauce, super flavorful, super easy to make, as you saw, and have fun trying it at home. It's a fun one to do. So code word, I said thank you all for watching. Again, we're at Fog Harbor Fish House, and the first three to type in code word sustainable seafood, we will send off the coveted travel pack. Thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you soon.